Okay, let me play it then.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's better?
Yeah, let's see.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, again, you can behind on the old charge, but that's understandable because you were Lucio at the beginning of the match. They just give you guys speed boost. Alright, so like here, like you cleaning up.
I'm gonna join you. Is the thing in here?
What, is this Swanky?
Hey, Spanky.
No,
Hi, Swanky.
no, it's Zenyatta, the actual voice actor.
It's your okay.
Yay!
Oh, wow,
Into
dude.
the iris.
Alright,
Are
but
you
okay.
really calling me shit little?
What?
Yes. But come on, man, don't derail the review.
Dude, I didn't derail it. I just said hi.
Yeah, that's enough. Okay. So yeah, look, you roll in. Your widow has sight, so you see everybody. And Krill is saying, like, I'm there. And you're winning this.
Thank you. Send it to the cafe. Look at.
So
Send in
then
the cavalry.
you might have missed it because a lot of stuff was going on. You just were shooting somebody. There are Junkrat bombs going in your way. Your tanks kind of obscure the vision. But just on the call out alone from Krill, you should be just aware of it, that it's happening, because right now it's only Mercy, Junkrat, and me, and the rest of my team is dead. And you have we have healers, you have tank line.
Look behind us. Look up for Scruty. Look up for Scruty.
No, he's behind. He's the one.
That's what I said.
Okay, okay.
He got me.
And even if, because like I don't know if you actually missed the call from Krill, because maybe you did.
Look behind us. Look up for Scruty. Look up for Scruty.
But this is just because here you just panic, right? We already kind of established that but if you kind of, I don't know, because I'm just asking because maybe you just didn't really pay attention to what Krill was saying, but yeah. But yeah, this is also sort of a skill to be able to play the game. And actually, I spoke with Chris about it some time ago. Like, it's also a skill to just listen to whatever's people saying and the call outs and stuff, and then stay focused on the game at the same time. And, it is a skill, also being able to talk and convey information at the same time. Like, everything's happening. So you have kind of three activities that you do at the same time, which is playing the game, listening to people, and talking yourself. And for some, it's very easy. For some, it's a bit more tricky and more difficult. But it's in the end, it's something that if you sometimes miss calls like this, that it will come to you. If you just keep on playing, and in the end, you'll become comfortable enough to be able to talk and listen and just be aware of it. Because this right here, it just costs you the point. And sure, even if you kind of knew I was coming, I might have been able to kill you anyway, maybe, but that would probably be only you at best.
He's behind. He's the one.
But with this, I just, I flanked your entire team. I killed the support.
He got me.
And then you just lost the lifeline. And, your tank's just very vulnerable on the front, and my tanks were respawning at the moment, or coming to contest. So, in this, all I can say here is just staying aware, listening to the calls, even if you didn't see me, like you didn't see me because even the widows had walls, still Krill was calling it out. So again, it just, you gotta be conscious of that, because again, this is very important. It can mean a difference between winning a fight and losing, because it just, somebody just walked by the team and had a field day. All right, now we're gonna go to Mark. 4:15.
I have my ult again.
All right.
Hands low.
I need to see, because I just marked when to rewind to, where to go to, but I don't know. Okay, so this is the shatter. So as you have your ultimate, it actually just came online, which is good timing. And the voice is kind of off, but still, this rain was... So with this meta and having Hanzo, Zarya, Mercy, it's just you don't really need to save trans for this because they can still power through it and kill everybody with trans. So I think actually in this meta, the prime kind of opportunity to use trans is when Rain's about to shatter. And here it's very unlucky because I would assume if you just showed me this picture and be like, am I gonna get shattered if their Rain is there? I would say no. I'd say you out of range, but apparently you weren't. But I still would say that the prime time to use Transcendence in this meta is against Shatter, when your whole team gets shattered and you're not.
So annoying. Well,
And with this,
-1.
because the point is like he was pushed. I think Tomahawk hit him and he was kind of flying a little bit, and then he dropped the hammer. And this is something that you can. It's enough. It gives you enough time to react to the animation that you can use your abilities, like in this case, the ultimate. So I think we had this. Was it you or was it Kate? When I was talking about rebinding the ultimate key to like mouse 5. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially because you were further away, and shatter is like, it's like first is this line, then it's this line, this line, this line, and this line. So, it all happens in a very rapid succession, but as you're further away, it gives you even more time that people that are right in front. So yeah, it was an opportunity to do it. It is a tight kind of reaction time window, but it's still very doable. I think it's like more than a quarter of a second. Actually, way more than a quarter of a second, and this is perfectly doable. Like if you would go and test your reaction time on some reaction time applications, the average human reaction time is like less than quarter of a second. So it's perfectly doable, but still. But this is just saying that actually rain shatter right now, when your team fails to block it, your rain fails to block it, like this is the way to prevent a team wipe. Because against the grab, you're still gonna get killed. It's too risky to use Transcendence then. Because and with this shatter, they only got 1 kill, but this is enough. It's your main tank. You can't really push it.
What? No! Oh, shoot.
But still, I mean, it's always the upside is you still have a lot of time and you still have the ultimate. You can use it at a later date, later time, to just enable a more aggressive push, let's say.
That was not good, but
It keeps being really
sorry,
low.
it's very low.
All right, I don't know what's coming next. Oh, it's actually soon.
I mean, they're waiting for me. They're waiting for my grab.
Okay, I like the angle. The angle.
Dude, this is so annoying.
Minus no barrier. Still. I'm not gonna
Good Discord on rain. Very good.
Help me out. Mercy can die, actually. Mercy.
All right, and this is gonna be yeah. Okay, the trans, like, because this is an all-in fight. And this is a good trend, but with this trend, as you're saving your team, you should be Hainiana and Bon Appetit with the pizza and everything. With the trends like this, because Rain has shield right now, but and he's shielding, but that's the point. Like when you trend like this, like because this is very good offensive trend, kind of let's go all in, guys. You need to make your team know that this is the time to attack. Like everybody go. I'm trancing because you have 4 seconds left, and your Rain is holding shield, and you're all playing defensively. Like they're gonna realize it right now, and they're gonna go in. But your trance is gonna be already at 3 seconds, so that's half of your trance left. And before you reach the enemy team, it's gonna kind of end. So what I always do when I use trance like this, I'm always just like go. And it works. People just really go. But this is also, it's gonna be a little theme. When we're gonna have a summary of what to improve upon. And I actually think like communication, because you're very scared with calling discords, and also in situations like this, you just really make them know that it's time to strike now. Yeah, there was a junk, that's true. Actually, you're gonna...
Sorry.
Can cross behind.
Because, yeah, like, you... Actually, Tomahawk is only right now, when your trend is pretty much over, he's only now in a position to do any damage to our team. But it's still, it was a good trend, but what I would like to see here as well is to just urge them to attack. To make them know that, okay, this is the time.
Yeah, I hear.
Yeah,
But this is anybody's fight now.
wait for me, please.
Alright, this is very good shots on the junk, he's dead.
Mercy for the last point, Cake.
Okay. I think that's it for this point. Then we're gonna go to, or is it somewhere else here?
I've got my ult almost again.
Because I'm gonna have.
Really low.
Because why didn't you win this fight?
Everybody on fire.
One, dude, 3 people me. Fuck.
Ryan and car. Just go.
Oh, I think it's okay. So also what's gonna be a theme? Yeah, I know. What's gonna be a theme is your harmony orb management. Yes, it's just not crisp enough and it's just not quick enough. Like you had it on Genji died, and that's an immediate switch. You know, if you have, there's always like a audio cue that your harmony orb is no longer on anybody. But if you kind of struggle to catch it, you can always refer to this very quickly to see if you have harmony on somebody. Because, you know, in the end, this is just again, this is maximizing value. I feel like everything in this game is about maximizing value. And if you can get this orb on the rain like 2 seconds earlier, that's just, you know, 60 more HP that he's gonna enjoy. And actually, I think your Moira is gonna die now.
But they're very scared. Almost ready.
They're gonna try to.
Yeah. You know, it's a bit unfortunate because she went there. If she stayed on the card like here, it would be easier for you to heal her because she broke line of sight. You couldn't heal her, even though you were charging your shot anyway, so you would have to cancel it.
Oh,
But you know, during all this time, when your Genji died, your Rain was low, your Moira died,
I'm dead.
Go, Ryan, we got this.
Fall back everyone.
and yeah, now this is a good call to throw back, but this is only now somebody is getting the healing orb. So it's also there's gonna be more instances that, you know, the healing orb placement has to be just quicker and more crisp. Like sometimes maybe hold, don't charge a shot just yet. If you don't have harmony on anybody, just first use a harmony and then go in with some offensive maneuvers.
Fall back.
Because, you know, I always say it's only 30 HP per second, but it still can mean a difference. Okay, so yeah, this is good, and I like this call to fall back, because obviously the fight is lost, and you can still fall back. We can't chase you because we have no Lucio. So yeah, good recognition. K7. Wait, what? 640. Okay,
His positioning is insane.
640.
Good pressure. Big pick. Don't let her rest that.
All right, so this is a very safe spot, but still, you're not in the fight yet, actually, because we're playing that corner. You know, when this is the building, we're playing the corner over there. So there's virtually nothing that's threatening you here. So you should be playing this corner instead of kind of playing this one and even further back. Because, you know, again, this is just, you're not contributing with your discords, and discords are huge, especially on a Reinhardt. Or Zarya.
Dude, his positioning is insane.
Oh, I jumped out, but it wasn't enough.
Oh, no, okay. So yeah, this is just about this position kind of issue. And here, as you see this, okay, so I don't know. And this is the rain charging you. And he's gonna miss. You're dealing some huge damage. He's very low right now.
At least I tried.
And okay, so at this situation, knowing that your whole team is dead, your rain charged right at you and Zarya's coming at you, you just push the rain. Because they're gonna kill you anyway. You're gonna die anyway. If you go behind the corner and you're gonna try to hide somewhere, they're gonna chase you and kill you anyway. And with this rain being so low, you can just push him and just kill him. You know, he's literally 2 shots. If you just land 2 shots on him, he's gonna be dead. And sure, Zarya's gonna kill you, but that doesn't matter because you got the trade. And in a very, you know, unfortunate situation.
Charge it up fast again.
Because look at him, it's really just 1 shot right now. And you know, they coming right at you, and I know what you're gonna do, because I would probably do the same in this very situation, which is trying to hide behind this little thingy, but they just gonna come, because they know the team is respawning right now.
No, he's responding.
So, you know, my whole point here is you could have killed the rain. If you just pushed, if you just were like, go suicidal. But this is about just recognizing that the fight's over anyway. I'm gonna die anyway, because right now you just kind of staggered yourself a little bit, not by much, but still a little stagger is here. So again, just go suicidal on the rain. You have nothing to lose. Because yeah, this is again, and when I'm gonna review my round from my perspective, these are gonna be two situations this match when our team had nothing to lose, and I just went suicidal, and it paid off. And in this case, it wouldn't pay off. You wouldn't swing the fight because it was only you left. But again, you would just kill Rain, and that would be good enough.
If we can push them up, you can probably see 9 it.
Be quiet.
All right. What's the next? 7:22. Okay, so that's just.
Jumper behind you, Key.
3, 2, 1. I forced it.
Okay, so this is. Okay, so you were coming into this fight, and I don't know if the comms were already there and they're gonna be here soon, but okay, I need to rewind. So the idea of this fight was that the Genji, you have Graph to force strands, and then Genji is gonna come in with the blade. So the priority right now with the Harmony Orb is this is fine for now, just trying to top the rain, but the Genji is gonna get some damage. You need to switch the orb to Genji, because as he's gonna go in Blade, he really needs that staying power. Like, because you know from experience, when you're a Zen and he's blading and he's coming after you and he's kind of damaged, and you feel like you can win if you just hit him one more time. You know, if Harmony Orb is on him, it makes all the difference. Because it's just so much more difficult to kill him than as a Zenyatta, for instance, because, you know, he's just getting 30 HP per second, and even if you hit one shot, second shot, it's just gonna be gone in like 2 seconds because he's gonna get healed up. So it's really, because your Genji is right there in the like metro entrance. So right now, like Krill's half, but that doesn't matter. Like Key is full HP, but he's the man right now. We need to keep him alive because he has the tools for our team to win the fight. And your job as a support player is to support him on his Genji Blade endeavor.
I forced it.
Oh, and because right now he's critical. Like he got hit by something, I don't know, Hamza, whatever, and he's critical right now. And he just can't get any value. And even the 3 seconds, because he's out of the line of sight, your orb would be gone in 3 seconds, but that's still 90 HP. That would mean he'll no longer be critical. He'd be like, let's say 150 HP, and that's acceptable. Oh man, huge cons in Yana. I appreciate them.
No!
This is good. I like the patience with the trance. You could actually, what you could have done, maybe, is go in, but that would need like that would need to be established before a fight. Like you're gonna go Genji Blade with trance, so you would basically just devote your trance just follow the Genji, so he can survive during the blade, because it's also a viable strategy, because you know the Genji is just unkillable unless he gets hit by headshots with like a headshot or whatever. So yeah, but you didn't establish that you're gonna do it, so I like the patience. And I think like what I would do right now, I would use trance right now. Because we lost Rain, like the enemy team lost Rain, which is good because no shield. You lost Genji, which is your damage dealer, which is fine because you still have one more damage dealer. But you have more staying power with Rain, but he's critical right now. So in my opinion, this is a prime time to go in with the Transcendence. Because for 6 seconds, these guys cannot die, basically. And we have no Rain, so we can just go ham on our whole team.
Scruty behind, send it behind us.
I'm so tired.
And this is very good aim. You almost killed me here.
41,
Yeah, it's just unlucky, but you know, still very nice initial shot, especially that, you know, your charge shot at the initially was aimed on the left side. You intended to shoot it left side, and then you quickly switch the target entirely, look in right side, you got 2 shots in succession, then you missed the follow-up shots, but it's still fine. It's okay. It's still very nice aim to get those 2 headshots. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a good practice. So yeah, this is huge. It would be, you know, absolutely unbelievably huge if you managed to kill me there, because that would mean. But actually, look what's happening right here. And like as you were going in, and I said, okay, this is the perfect time to trance now. These guys would all be alive, and you just got occupied by some lousy Zen shooting from the back. And it's just, you wasted too much time here.
Scruty behind, center behind us.
I'm so tired.
And in the meantime, your whole team is dying.
3-1, send that one.
And I still, even if I stayed there and I was just taking pot shot at your team, I wouldn't be able to kill anybody because for 6 seconds, you are all unkillable for me.
Wait, I can.
And you know, because yeah, now with this trance, it's just too late. It's only Zarya, and I think Moira. I was there because I just got separated because we were fighting, like holding this kind of choke area, and they came in strong, and I just went this way because I like going this way because it's then as the enemy team comes in, I just shoot them in the backs, and they have to turn around or just stay facing this way, and then I'm just gonna keep on shooting them in the back. And it means that somebody, and it actually, look, it worked in this situation because Ramsey looked at me, started fighting me, and in the meantime, her whole team died. And yeah, I mean, it kind of is because, you know, you could have saved your team here. And because, you know, this trance right now, you know, I know it's 14 seconds, so of course you're going to use it, but the time to use it was like 10 seconds ago. I don't think she would because, you know, I don't know what happened to these guys, but they dropped really quickly in HP, and everybody, you know, I think Tomahawk was the only one kind of damaged. Let's see.
Unsplit.
Okay, so Crested's half, Tomahawk's half right now.
Unsplit.
Okay, all right, he's dead really quickly. But man, that complicates things. So yeah, even if you like tranced here, like look, he's almost full HP right now. But that would, yeah, that would, yeah, he just took so much damage in such a short time. I don't think you would be able to save him, to be honest. But still, that would still be a good play. That would still be a better play than holding it. So yeah, you know, it would be just a valid try. Maybe it would work, maybe not, but that would be the play. If it works, awesome. If not, you gave it your best shot.
Scruty behind, center behind us.
I'm so tired.
3-1, send that one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I feel you. You know, I've been there. I think every Zenyatta player's been there. And it's just something like at some point, even not that long ago, like 2 seasons ago, I had the same kind of period when I was like, I need to get the most value out of my trance every single time, which means I'm not gonna use it when I see just like, this is a small opportunity, nah, using it. And then my whole team dies. And I'm like, well, if I trance, I would save everybody. So it requires this transition, this conscious transition. Like you see the opportunity, you do it. End of the story. If it's a good trend, awesome. If it's a bad trend, it was still a good decision. So that's just my message. Just don't be afraid, especially in this meta. Like, you really don't need to hold it against Zarya Hanzo because they can kill you anyway. So anytime you see an opportunity, that's just my motto right now when I play Zen. Anytime I see an opportunity, I'm doing it.
Wait, I can touch.
And yeah, as for the last fight, Cupcake, I mean, Niana, it was a last fight. It was like 25 seconds left when it was time to trance.
Can't play right now, dude.
Alright.
Scruty behind, Scruty behind.
Nice. I'm coming. Touch it.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so annoying to play against Scruty.
And you know, but this, I don't blame this right now because this was desperation time. You needed to flood the point. I just took advantage. I knew I can just flank for free and get easy kills because you all need to be super occupied on the payload. And this is actually something we're going to talk about a bit later, that you can abuse it as a Zenyatta player in situations like this in crunch time. You can just be like, I can go whatever I want right now because they can't attack me and waste time with me because they need to be on a card. So in situations like this, as a Zen, I think at least you can put yourself in a position that is very advantageous to you, and they cannot respond. And if they do, they're just wasting time. And this is exactly what you want. So they either making yourself vulnerable to Zenyatta, or they wasting time which they cannot afford. All right, so this is gonna be it for the attack round. Oh, sweet. What time is 8? Okay, 10:45. But you know, I think the last fight is bottom line just trends. You see an opportunity, trends. And don't kind of block yourself and be like, oh man, I need this perfect opportunity. Because again, it's just, you cannot hesitate with an ultimate like this. It's a split second ultimate. Like, maybe you would be able to save that rain, that tomahawk back then, maybe not, but still. Any hesitation decreases his chances of surviving. That's the bottom line. Okay, so what is it? 10:45, okay.
I am out of position. Oh, the fair got me. You alone, Tomahawk?
Dude,
Okay, I think this is about generally playing point A as Zenyatta, because this is a good spot, but it's also a risky spot at the same time because you're vulnerable to the spam from behind the statue and vulnerable from this side flank through the hotel. But here, wait, let me check because let me check the whole thing.
I am out of position.
Okay, good. And these are way better healing orbs. Like Hanzo was damaged, healing orb. Then Cake got hit, healing orb. Now Rain, low, healing orb. This is exactly what you want to do.
Oh, the fair got me. You alone, Tomahawk?
And this is good spam. You see people there, you spam good angle. I mean, on the headshot level, which is exactly what we want.
dude,
Very nice, very nice.
Winnable, Steven. No, we want more.
yeah, just hold it.
Take Zarya. On Zarya. Everyone on Zarya.
Yeah, I like this Discord. I like the call. And this is, I would like to see you doing more. Like having these meaningful Discords that everybody's aware of because you're calling it out. And again, if you're afraid it floods comms, like even if you play Argyle, don't worry. It doesn't flood comms. It's just like a short sentence. You can do it.
No Mercy's still alive.
Even when like Jesus was low, when? She was ulting though. Yeah. This. She was ulting, so you know her healing rate just goes up. I mean, regeneration is through the roof.
Okay.
And unless somebody can get a miracle shot, she's gonna be fine. So I would do the same thing. I would be like, okay, Mercy can live. And if not, then okay, somebody on the enemy team made an amazing shot and they deserve it.
Okay, I should crank up the volume for the VOD basically.
My mic, I'm too low.
No. I don't have sound on the VOD. Maybe I should crank it up so I can hear what's actually going
Oh,
on.
it's almost full, man. Okay,
No,
I'm
no.
cranking it up.
Yeah. It was my bad.
Okay.
Just hold it, just hold it.
Take Zarya. On Zarya. Everyone on Zarya.
Yeah. So this is good. This is exactly what I want more from you, and just actively, directing people to shoot at the threat. And Zarya is the biggest threat right now. Or maybe Pharah is as well, but Zarya is fully charged. You need that dead.
Farah's gonna barrage in a sec.
Oh, I know what we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about this trend.
Nice.
Yeah, this is a no trend situation. And it simply is because they already pretty damaged. And it's like 2-3 of them. It's Rain Zarya, I guess. No, wait. Yeah, it's only Rain Zarya, I think, because McCree just died. So again, even if you survive it, we have a Pharah, so you can assume we have a barrage. Pharah power through the trams, we know this. But even if you can survive, what's gonna happen then? They're just gonna mock you anyway because it's only 3 of you against like our entire team pretty much. We have way shorter spawns. And before your guys arrive, the 6 seconds won't be enough for your team to come and help you again. Oh yeah, and this was also Cake with Mercy, but it's only tanks. It's only supports. So you just live with it. Zarya used Grab, Pharah used Barrage. They won't have it. They maybe have one more of it. Like, one more time they're gonna have a Graviton.
Nice. I have no shield.
Oh wait, I got confused. No, it's gonna be Street Space. It's gonna get additional time. Okay.
Can't tell that.
But yeah, still, that's just a no trend situation. You accept it. They invested a lot to get the point when they were already kind of winning that fight. So you just die.
Falling back.
Is the Pharah low enough to the? What do you mean?
Farah's gonna barrage in a sec. Man's down.
Nice.
Oh yeah, well, I mean you can get to in her face and kill her with her own rockets, but she has to be ground level. Like, and she's in the grab anyway, so she cannot move. And yeah, that was a very close barrage actually. Like maybe if you were able to move and be where Zarya is right now, maybe Pharah would die from the splash damage.
Nice.
No, I still think she was a bit too far for this. But yeah.
At 80.
Dude, Scruty hits every single shot.
And then 11:55. Oh, there's gonna be in 20 seconds. Because this is the point with the last fight was you also again I always say this, you need to realize the match situation. Like we just need to push like towards the end of the street phase, and that's gonna be the end of the game, which means you really need to stop us somewhere here. And kind of make this area this, we're gonna hold you here kind of area. And trans would be the perfect solution to that. Because that would just stop the kind of roll that we're in right now. And okay, so this movement, I don't really like this movement, and we're kind of gonna see it in Oasis as well, because I think you're separating yourself from the team a bit too much. And I know you're kind of escaping from what's happening right now, which is good, and you don't want to be on the front line, but you should always escape where your team is. And yeah, you thanks to it, you didn't get shattered, which is cool. But it doesn't really matter anyway because they can chase you. But my point is, like, if you're here exactly in this area on this map, like anybody who's here on your team and anybody who's kind of in this corner, they're not gonna get value out of you because you just don't see them. So always, as a Zenyatta, you need to have this. It's kind of like Ana, I guess, even though I don't play Ana at all. You need to always be in line of sight situations. And also, you just don't want to separate yourself from the team. Like, your Zarya and Mercy are escaping left side, and they live in for now. So if you were with them, you would probably still be alive. I mean, it's just bigger chance you're going to survive than just being on your own.
Regroup, everyone. Regroup.
Right, that's gonna be it for this match because this is just gonna be we Zarya is gonna have Grav again. Farah is gonna have Barrage. Kind of won't have any answers. So yeah, I think that's gonna be. What is this, man? That's gonna be it for this. So I mean, from this VOD for now, I would like to see you like better harmony orb management, like more quicker responses. Discords, more communication when it comes to Discords. And don't try to separate yourself that much from the team. We're gonna see more of it with the next video on Oasis, where you're just kind of playing kind of on your own, and I'm not really fond of it. Right, changing the video now. All right, here we go, Oasis.
So aggressive.
Good.
And let's go straight to action. All right.
They gone right side, I'm pretty sure. Oh, no, they made two. Nice. What's that, Farah?
All right, good Discord,
I'm
Farah.
keeping Discord on Farah at all times.
Yeah, good call out.
Yeah, she's dead, thank you. I think there's something else.
Sorry.
Nice.
Where's yes, no res?
Get the Hanzo.
Oh.
I'm taking the point. Charge.
We can push him. Hands low, nice one.
I'm sorry, I'm not even surprised if you see a bubble, just.
All right, so I guess here, like your whole team is already trying to hold both of these chokes,
Is it?
and I think you should just be with them right now. I know you were capping the point because they weren't, but as you move here,
Go back.
like it's just an extra safe position that you don't really need to have right now, because like your whole team is there. You have enough cover to hide around there because there's both the point walls that you can use for cover. They really need your help right now, and you just don't see them because you're in a super safe position.
No bubble, bro.
He's low.
What the fuck?
Wow, my health got deleted.
Very
Run
low.
up, nice.
He's dead. We're even now.
Zion point.
Sorry, very low.
Oh,
Left
no,
side.
Come here, Scotty.
Come back, Leroy, come back.
Whoa, that was back.
All right, I kind of don't know what I wanted to talk about here, to be honest. Like, obviously, this positioning thing that you kind of, again, separated yourself from the team and you need to be with them and be conscious of that. Okay, 130. Okay, so 130 was about, okay, so yeah, everything's clear now. Okay, 230.
Everything about it.
I can get a shot here.
Farah, top right.
Okay, so we exchanged as Zen. And again, look, no harmony. Like Tomahawk, like always, before the fight, your harmony should be on the rain to kind of maximize the impact of the orb. Plus, like he's the most likely character to get some damage first. So you're gonna need it like probably the most of everybody. And you're just now really getting invested in it. And I can give you an insight from the enemy player perspective. I'm not there anymore. I'm in the middle right now because I know they're coming. I'm already shooting these guys. And this is also something like we exchanged. And in my mind, there is no point for me to linger here anymore. Because if anything, I can get one shot by Zen if he's just camping me. All right, good night, Lisa.
Yeah, it's the pub,
And because right here, you're kind of wasting time here. Like again, you don't know this, but I'm not there. I'm already here. I'm already fighting your team. And again, you have no orbs on anybody.
It's probably gonna, yeah.
And I appreciate you making the extra effort to kind of keep the enemy players in check. But what your team needs right now, they need your abilities. And in this case, they need you to be in proximity to use the trance if necessary. Because right now, you're kind of far away. And even if, the trance is up, the grav is up, and before you can get there, that's going to be like a second at least. And this is actually what's funny. I don't know if you know this, but our Hanzo missed like 3 dragons in this whole kind of matchup. Like we had set up Grav Dragon Mercy combo like 4 times, I think, and he missed 3 dragons. So, and this trans, and you're gonna save all these trans, but truth be told, this dragon kind of missed. Like you only get damage from the outermost layer of the dragon. Because if that was common, it was a perfectly placed dragon, that would kill you. And so this was kind of a lucky situation for your team, and for you in general. Kind of this Hanzo missing bailed you out.
Mercy dead.
Fire down.
But so yeah, this is just the enemy team making mistakes and just not doing a good job. And again, you should be more located within like your whole team. Move as a unit. Separate yourself. Don't get distracted by the enemy players. And in this case, me. I know you tried to play against me, try to go head to head against me, prove me that you're good. I know you're good, but you were just wasting time with me on many occasions. And in this King's Row map, you wasted time with me. It costed your team the team wipe basically. And right here again, if that was a better dragon, if that was better coordination, you wouldn't make it in time.
Left side. What's left side? What's left? I got you. Left side.
I'm
Left
dead,
side.
I'm dead, I'm
No, but this is fine. Dying like this, it's okay. It's just Zarya being totally
What's left side?
in a weird position. You winning this fight, it's
Left
okay.
side. Yeah, left side.
And you were in a good spot anyway, so that's fine. 320, so that's right around the corner.
I'm ready when you're ready.
Yeah, I hear you. They're gonna.
Okay, so this is again, and I see this is like your go-to move on this map on defense. It's just staying here. And I'm not really fond of it. It would be okay if your whole team would be here, but they're trying to hold the choke, and you're limiting your possibilities here. It's cool that you have a health pack. It's cool that you have some cover, and you can move back and be safe. But you can't really contribute to the fullest.
Damage boost me, okay?
I like the poke and everything, but again, where's the healing orb? Like you can do all this, you can still poke people and have orb on somebody. That was a crazy charge.
Yeah, you're very alone.
And okay, and look, you're discorded right now. And so if that was me here, that was you, I'm not fighting this fight anymore. I'm moving. Because this is you're just risking getting killed. Sure, you might kill me, but is the risk really worth it? As in like a game, in the whole team kind of concept. You have the advantage. You have the defender's position. We have to go into you to win. So, like by default, you have an advantage, and what you do right now is you're just exposing yourself. And again, all this time, nobody is getting the orb. I think like this game, like on Saturday, I think you were a bit too focused to kind of try to play against me.
Oh, so we can win this. We can win this fight. Just don't. Leroy, get the fuck out. Left side. 3, 2, 1.
Damage boost.
And you're trying to fight me here, and I at some point I'm like, okay, I have enough of this. But this is also gonna be a terrible play from me, and we're gonna talk about it later.
I'm dead, I'm dead.
But my mistake, we could actually win this map. That mistake from me using trance right there, that cost us the map.
No support.
But we're gonna get to it. But again, from this whole clip, just stay with your team, and again, ability. This is what sure, Zenyatta's damage and all, but you can still do it while helping your team with the abilities. They have no cooldowns. They kind of fire and forget, so you can use them and start doing whatever you want, and don't really pay much attention to them, but you still have to use them. They really, especially this card, really useful. Okay, now we're gonna move in time, because this map is gonna end.
Oh.
Man, it really was ecstatic when we won this map.
Yeah, fair. Watch
Okay,
out now.
first fight.
Fair enough.
Okay, kind of critical Mercy, but it's fine. She's safe. She's gonna regen that.
You should be too early. That's not half. Sorry, it's half.
All right, so this at this point, like your Rain, he really needs healing, and I know Mercy does it, but you need to help him. Like I feel that's why as an enemy team we are able to kind of win many fights like this, is because when our Rain gets critical or low, both me and Yana, we immediately poured all our healing resources to get him up. And then he was able to kind of be more aggressive towards your Rain, because I had a feeling like he sometimes lacked healing. And actually, Cake was talking about it, like your whole team lacked healing in general.
I'm gonna have to go Moira.
And I think like more focused healing, you give him orb right now, but like he needed it like 5 seconds ago at least. And that would be 150 healing that you would do to him, which would be pretty substantial.
Oh, I'm not gonna make it. I didn't notice who went fine.
Round up.
Oh, Scruty.
Help.
Round one.
More is fine, late. Okay. Unlucky. Come on,
Can I
come on.
switch now or
Yeah.
Can I get a heal on board?
did you? Yeah,
Any
it
heals?
was
I got it.
Oh,
Yeah, that's just tough.
he's good.
Right, nice bubble from Krill, and good regroup. They were kind of risky, but you still managed to regroup. Okay, so this was 5:30 at 6.
I have no straight lines.
Do it if you have to.
And this is again, I know nobody needs healing right now, but this Zarya might as well have healing orb on her. Why not?
That staggered so hard, dude. Coming back, boys.
And I think this is like sort of a deviation from what you usually do, because I don't recall you having troubles with your harmony orb. Like I think the VODs that I watched of you playing, I don't think there ever was a problem with harmony orbs. I think today on Saturday there was an issue with this, and quite a clear issue. Like still nobody's getting healed. And this is something, because I have problems with harmony orb as well. Like I always did. And people like that watched my videos on YouTube or whatever, they always kind of in comments, some people said that my harmony orb is kind of not there sometimes. And yeah, it's very easy to forget about it with everything that's happening in a game, with you trying to deal damage, kill people. But in the end, like I actively made a conscious effort on Saturday, and I just tried to remind myself constantly to use harmony orb. And I did. When I watched the VODs, from my perspective, I actually I used the harmonies really well. So this is something that when you play a game, you just always have to have in mind. Like, harmony orb. This is, in the end, this is a healer's job.
I'm gonna get it before you, I think, but I'm gonna wait for you. It's not big.
So, I can relate to this because I usually forget to use harmony as well. But if you really try to remind yourself about it, you're gonna use it. You're gonna be able to do it.
I've been challenged too much today.
My shield's already half.
So yeah, all this time, and this is just Tomahawk's getting healed right now, but I think it was like legit 15 seconds, if not more, of just not using harmony orb.
Guys, before we gotta fight.
Got like a pharmacy.
Just wait here for my shield. Don't peek it.
Scruty is to the left of you.
This is beautiful.
Mercy's down.
This is
Mercy's
just let's all appreciate it, because holy smokes.
Mercy's down. Mercy's down.
Big pig.
Ooh.
So I have point.
Hey,
Wait here for my shield. Don't peek it.
Scruty is to the left of you.
but yeah,
Mercy's down. Mercy's down.
but that was amazing. But that's the point of Zenyatta. Like nobody expects you to do this. Like I don't expect that I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna try, and you should try as well. And in the end, like after 20 times of not getting a pick, you're gonna get one, and it's gonna be huge. Because this Mercy was in a perfectly safe position, and she just and Niana just got obliterated. But that's just she didn't do anything wrong. That was fine by her. It was just you making a tremendous play.
Big pig. So I have point.
All right. So this is I don't like this one. Like I know I flanked you twice, but you don't need to look this way right now.
Since very low.
Because this is again, you just kind of wait. Your team is winning the fight, which is great, but this is just wasting time. Especially that, and it's just I understand you're looking for the flanks, and that's good. But considering our team comp, like the enemy team's team comp, there's nobody to flank you, and plus you're pushing us. So what we're gonna do is we either gonna try to escape or just die on point to get as much percentage as possible. So it's very unlikely that anybody's gonna come from a flank.
Dead.
Big, burn that barrier, burn that barrier. Barrier.
Yeah, now it's just cleanup time.
Big killer.
But yeah, that mercy pick. This is actually what can win. What wins team fights? Picks like this, and this is why Zenyatta is also such a huge hero and great character, because he can do it. Like, you can't do it with Moira, you can't do it with Mercy, obviously, you can't do it with pretty much any other hero. Maybe Ana, but still, she needs 3 shots to kill a 200 HP hero, and good players will be able to hide before she kills them. So only Zen as a support can give you this. Right, so we are... Okay, let's go to 808.
Oh, sorry.
Damn it. I'm like, wow.
Rush.
Okay.
I'm looking at dragon. We have to go quick before they use dragon.
Okay, so this is actually... let's go on this attack. You need to go, you have like 2 fights up,
Rush.
and your team is pushing right.
Looking at dragon. We have to go quick before they use dragon.
And again, as Rain comes in, it's, no orb on him, which is something to correct for the future. And again, but you're separating yourself from the team. You should be there, just poking from that area.
Oh, Brian.
Because I feel it's much more difficult for you to get value, especially if your team is playing around the right side.
My bad. I'm playing like a boss.
Oh, Scruty on the
Sorry, not
side.
personal.
And after the orb died on Adele, nobody's getting healed again, but they can't because you don't even see them. So this separation here, I really don't like it. And it's kind of, I noticed this, it's kind of a theme from these games, from these Krill Flex versus Root Hogs, that you just always stayed a bit too far away from your team and in a position which you can't really help.
I'm getting fucked by 2-3 people up there.
And yeah, and also right now what it's gonna do to you is you're gonna stagger yourself. Because, your whole team just died. And I think even if you realize it a bit faster that you need to escape, it still would be too late because we were coming full steam to get this Zen.
So we're saying that Farrakhan lost space, yeah?
Yeah, I lost a lot of spaces.
Okay, let's move further. You're gonna lose this map. 950, please.
I'm behind you, Leroy.
Mercy.
Maybe that's what we need.
Mercy.
Let's drop. Can we drop?
Yeah, I'm with
One,
you. I'm with
3,
you.
2, 1. Drop it.
Where's half?
Okay, so again, just finally somebody gets an orb, but sure you're gonna handle it because I know you can do it. But it's just a reminder, just as I have to remind myself as well, that Harmony orb, it needs to be on as much as possible. I'm actually salty that there's no stat on Zen that's called orb uptime, and it would give you uptime for both Discord and Harmony, because then you would have the measure, like, for how many percentage-wise or just time-wise, how long did you have your orb on in general on people during the match? Because then you would have, you would be able to see
Nice, that's what we need.
and compare to other players and stuff.
I can't reach.
So again, this is a very, it was a very unorthodox attack in general for one team to go all the way right and play the right entrance, and the enemy team kind of being scattered, to be honest. You can do it like the right approach with when you have like a Roadhog or Orisa and you just make a stand there, but this was weird. I was kind of confused myself as to what am I supposed to do right now? Where am I supposed to play? I just tried to kind of put some pressure on you because I knew you're here and you're alone. So I just wanted to create suppressive fire here so you're going to stay in this area. And what it means in turn is that you can't really impact the fight because your whole team is somewhere else.
But they both have no main tanks. Mercy resing?
Because in the end, this area here, this is a very spammable area from many angles when the enemy team is on the right side. So I think like as your team kind of made the rotation far left, I think you should just go with them. I think in general, just go with your team. And even if you die, it's gonna be justifiable, let's say. Like you were with your team. And again, even if you get damaged or whatever, like you did right now, you're way more likely to get healed or get a bubble or whatever than when you're just by yourself. I mean, it's obvious. I know it's obvious, but this is just,
Mine's very low.
you know, sometimes in like a game situation, when a lot of stuff is happening, you know, we really have to remind ourselves of this really easy and basic stuff. Let's go to the moment we already talked about between each other,
So we can damage.
Me, we don't have enough.
but let's just remind.
We have the combo. We have
So
the
last
combo.
fight, you have the combo. Actually, this combo, it was a good call by Hentai to get the Mercy for the last fight, to get the damage boost, but he was a bit too slow with the dragon. And we would die in that Graviton, but before the dragon arrived, the graph ended, and we were able to escape the graph. And we were still damaged by the dragon, it was just too late.
Better if we grab them all.
I main. 3, 2, 1.
So yeah, and again, with Trans being here, last fight, any moment you see people getting damaged and in a position to die, you just use it.
Damage boost, damage boost, damage boost. Thank you.
Yeah, he was too late, definitely too late.
I'm gonna touch point. I'm probably gonna die for it.
No, you're
Okay,
not.
this is good, this is good.
Oh, that.
And again, with a trance like this, like on King's Row, we had an attacking trance in which you should have been like go 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 go. In this case, and especially on King of the Hill, this is a trance like everybody come to me. It's you just to me. I'm trancing, because I see this like you're struggling to just maneuver between people to give healing to everybody, but it's impossible because your whole team is stretched too thin. Like, look at they are all over the place on this line. Rain's here, and the last person is there. And you're trying to heal everybody, but again, just, you know, people doing stuff, people playing the game, sometimes they just need somebody to kind of shout at them to do something, and then they're gonna do something. And in this instance, if you kind of brought everybody together by just shouting at them to get together, most likely they would. So this is, again, what I would like to see from you is a little bit more active communication.
In the back.
I'm dead.
I'm on Ryan.
Scruty behind,
Scruty-
Scruty.
And yeah, this is the infamous jump.
I'm dead.
I'm on Ryan.
This is the jump that kills you. It's more clear from my perspective than yours. But yeah, this jump killed you right here. And maybe, and actually I wouldn't be surprised that if you killed me here, you'd be able to flip the fight in your favor. Because one team would still have another healer, and the other team wouldn't. And sure, I died, but you know, it meant your Rain has to turn around to swing at me. But I took you out of the fight, and that was my goal. I wanted to kill, because I went up for this flank to support Voidless, who was here for whatever reason, killing Soldier. So I wanted to help him. I was too late, but I was like, okay. But again, this is the case. Like on King's Row, when you were making the last push, like you are so desperate to stay on the point that I can get away with just doing this shit. And just getting shots at you from behind. And you kind of can't do anything about it because you have to be on the point. You have to be in this vulnerable position of staying inside the point. And this is the jump.
Oh, he's won. Thank you.
But it was great job shooting though, because you made
I'm on Ryan.
Scruty
What?
behind, Scruty behind.
yeah, you shot 5 shots at me when you saw me, and you made 3 of them. This is huge accuracy in like such a very quick sort of fight.
Oh, he's won. Thank you.
Mine's very low, but he's gonna heal up on
Get
Mercy.
healed up.
But you know, yeah. But you know, I also know, because watching all of this, I know you don't really jump that much. You pretty much don't jump at all. I think you jumped here because, again, it was a high pressure situation, and kind of your old habits kicked in. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, but I think you're doing a good job of not jumping as much, at least, which is good. This is a very good thing as Zenyatta. But yeah, I know it's a very kind of bitter moment for you because you know that if you didn't jump, you'd kill me. And I know that it stings, but because it stings, you're gonna remember about it.
We have no healers. I'm gonna take something to stall.
All right, so yeah, this fight is over. Okay, so this is it for you. So in conclusion, healing orbs, summing it up, heals, because you saw how it was. I highlighted these moments, and sometimes it was like, no joke, more than 15 seconds of people not getting any healing from you. And this can be, yeah, it was pretty bad. And it cannot be. It has to, you just have to do it. Just throw it on somebody who's damaged, and that's it. And then move to the next person. But just keep that in your mind as you play Zen. I think actually this is what helps me, because I really can relate to these issues, because I no joke, I forget about the harmony orb. And as I played these games, I was just constantly reminding myself, harmony. And in the end, it just clicked. I used harmony really well in the end. And another thing I would like to see you do more is use your discords in a kind of more meaningful way. And also what that means is also talking about it, letting people know that somebody's discorded, because it's kind of missing. It's still kind of missing. And again, it's like in a game like this, people sort of always need direction. And if you can give them this direction, it's just going to be beneficial to the entire group. Because when you're going to say that Rain is discorded, they're going to shoot the Rain, because that's just going to be like an instinct. And also, what else about the Discord? I kind of have the feeling, maybe didn't highlight it too much during the VODs. But I have a feeling like you just kind of throw them Discords. You don't really there's no meaning to them, kind of. You just kind of use them to use them, because it's your ability. But with Discords, you really want to make them what's the word? Deliberate. What I would like to do in this meta, I really like to discord Reinhardts, because again, it just makes the enemy Rain play so much more passive, and he cannot go by discording the enemy Reinhardt. I'm enabling my Reinhardt to be way more aggressive. Yeah, Rains are really poor right now. And the last thing is just, it's as we also mentioned, is the dispositioning, when you're just kind of separating yourself from a team and you're not in a position to help them. Just, but this is just a very easy rule of thumb. Just stay with them. It's just going to be safer in general for you, and it's also going to be, and just you're going to have more impact on the game, basically, because you're going to use your ability. Okay, what's with the quality?
Okay, you do it.
I don't know what's the quality for you guys, but for me it's kind of shitty right now. Okay, now it's better.
I'll just call whenever I go in and...
okay, so now we're gonna move to my perspective of these matches. We're gonna go through the pool match. Because with Ramsey, Ramsey already, we already talked a lot, because I reviewed, this is like a 5th review or something of Ramsey. So I think you have a good idea, Ramsey, of what to do in general. This was just to pinpoint particular issues. Alright. So, right off the bat, you see me positioning here, I right behind Rain. Because in the end, this is safe. This is a safe area for me. I can be on the front line, but nothing's gonna happen to me because I have Rain in front of me. I was also having some suppressive fire on the... Wait, move back. I know this is what Widows do. When they're gonna take initial shot, they most likely gonna relocate on the theater. This is just suppressing fire. If she was to appear here, she would just get shot by me. So it's just I'm denying the area by just spamming.
Spam out the shield, I got that.
And yeah, and this is something, this is actually something I'm proud of, because I might not have been doing this consistently throughout my career, let's say, but this harmony usage, I really like it, because immediately McCree, I think, or Junkrat, whoever it is, got critical immediate harmony orb. As he's kind of getting healed. Okay, Rain's now very critical, harmony on Rain. And with people playing more safe and just retreating to kind of recharge, like I was talking about it, like anytime our Rain gets super critical, both me and Niena, we just poured our resources to get him up. But it also required him to just kind of, take a step back and wait for the heals. And heals. Now he's okay, got damaged again, but he's kind of ready to move back, let's say. Yeah, now's the bubble, and he's surviving, all this. Okay, now he died, but still, he would died way faster. Okay, so also my goal this game, because this is also going into a game, I like to have goals. Like what do I want to do this game to influence it? And I know Key's been popping off on Widow lately in general. So what I want to do is I want to keep him in check. And that doesn't mean I'm just going to try to 1v1 him, spam Widow only, but I'm going to try to be very mindful of where he is. I'm going to ask my team for updates on where Widow is. And I'm just going to try to keep him in check. Okay, so lost fight, I'm escaping, and a headshot by Widow, fair enough. Nothing I can do about it.
How did you... Okay, fuck.
Okay, but I got bad spawn, which is unlucky. Maybe I should have just go in and die instead to get a quicker spawn. Okay, so watch at this. This is just potato aim, but that was my first game of the day, to excuse myself. That was an easy kill, and that was also a very easy miss. Like, look at this. Terrible. But yeah, it's absolute trash can aim, but also I feel like this is a case to make here. Like, you can still have really potato aim and still contribute to the game and make a difference. Yeah, and this is terrible play from me, but again, it's just kind of asserting myself, especially he killed me already. I'm like, I'm not going down without a fight, and I'm not going to be scared of you. I just want to, in these duels, you want to send a message. You don't want to be scared, that's for sure. You don't want to be played scared against Widow, because then you're just enabling her even more. That's just how Widow works. She's suffocating, and if you let her, she'll just suffocate your whole team, and it'd be GG. Terrible play right here is that if that was a better Widow, I'd be dead. I mean, Key's already a pretty good Widow. When he's hot, he really hits a lot of shots. But the moment I peek through this corner, I'm dead, if that was like a GM top 500 Widow. But this is, again, to be fair, this is, again, I know I can do a little bit more, and I can be a little bit more reckless. But, it's also knowing your enemies, right? If I knew that was a top 500 Widow, I wouldn't do this. And this is, again, terrible aim.
Taking too much damage, guys.
Nobody's getting healed right now. Not a good play. But, at least I forced Widow off the high ground. She's not gonna be top left just shooting in our backline. But still, the healing, I'm not proud of not providing heals for my team right now. Widow's going far right. Alright, so yeah. As I had Discord on her, right? When she was...
I'm gonna charge him whenever.
Okay, she's there. She's on card.
I'm gonna charge him whenever. Runs her on me.
And she's moving right. I can see her moving right. Widow's bottom.
I'm sorry, I forgot.
Oh, she shot from there. I know she's there. So if she's either gonna come back to her team or she's gonna go there. Like, there's no other way for Widow. And the quality may not show it, but I noticed her moving right side. And actually the Discord is still there, so I know she's right side. Yeah, I know. But it's because of me, because I wasn't there, And this is the kind of impact that you have when you don't play your role. And I wasn't playing my role when I was fighting this Widow there. And it forced Niena to use Valk in a not really good situation, let's say. I'm pretty sure she would like to have that Valk back, but she had to use it because I just wasn't doing my job. But again, I see the Widow going there. She has walls. So I just want to create suppressing fire. She's using grappling hook, so I know she's going to be there any second now. And suppressing fire. Far right Widow.
Blocked it.
Behind.
Too late with Orban Rain.
Behind.
But again, everybody's critical. It's a difficult fight right now.
Behind. Widow.
And kind of Widow is just, again, she's suffocating us right now. And this is what I want to prevent as a Zenyatta. Because, I kind of don't, I know that we have, who do we have? We have Hanzo. And, Hanzo's an sub-soul matchup against Widow.
Is that?
And we have Junkrat. So Junkrat can't really deal with Widow. Okay, now he did, but he can't in general. And, okay, so look, and because this is the first flank, and I do this because first, I'm isolated. Because I rotated this side. Because I can't rotate that side. And I was here all the time because I was fighting Widow. And as I came back, I couldn't go there. So for me, I have to stay here right now. And because I had my Rain. And as he died, I'm in like, oh, that's a tough spot. We're losing the fight. And as we are losing the fight, I'm just thinking to myself, if we lose, like lose, they're gonna get the checkpoint anyway. If I die, even late, like 10 seconds after everybody died, it's still okay. Because they still have to first get the checkpoint, and then as the payload will start to roll again, we will already be able to all assemble when the first kind of bend is. And that's fine. So if I die late here, I'm not staggering myself. And if I can go right now for a flank and try to get value of being in a bad position right now, because, I can't go and contest the car. I mean, I can, but I'm going to die immediately. So instead, I'm just going to go. I'm going to deny the health pack by taking it. And, look at this. It's like, I think it's 3 people, like, including me alive. And I think that's Junkrat, Mercy, and me. So, okay, anytime you do this, anytime you do a flank like this, you always check if somebody's coming. Because if you just go YOLO and somebody's here, you're dead. And what's the point? So every time I make a flank, I'm gonna check. Wait, why didn't it pause, man? I'm gonna check their in general spawn area if somebody's coming. Because if somebody's coming, I'm first gonna fight that person. But if nobody's coming, I'm just gonna go in.
Someone also able to play Widow? Or not? Widow or
okay, Fading Moira. Fading Moira is... This is how you fight Fading Moira, basically.
Play Widow? Or not?
You deal damage. You know she's fading. And she's gonna either fade to safety, in which case you don't need to worry about her anymore because she's not there. But usually she's just gonna fade like behind you or near you. Like this. And I see the fade, there is this indication where she's coming, where she's gonna reappear, what's the direction of the fade. So I see the direction of the fade is this way, which means she's gonna appear behind me. So I'm just ready.
Widow or Genji, you can basically pressure her out then. So the moment just flanking all the time.
And okay, and I actually... Okay, so Krill is here kind of trying to... Okay, so now he's chasing me because... I think I was wondering if I can stay here, but as he was chasing me, I was like, okay, I need to come back. But I see my team already kind of respawning, ready to join the fight. So I'm like, maybe I'll be able to rejoin them now, even that there's rain there.
They have no healing.
Okay, so Discord on rain, and there you go. Like, our team and this rain is in a pretty bad spot right now. He's not gonna have any healing, and he's discorded. I get like my whole team right now.
Rain Discord. Rain Discord.
On the Rhine.
Okay. If I was a bit better with that, Zarya would die because she ended up with like literally this much HP. But I'm not gonna always hold aim against anybody. Like you can have good aim, You can have bad aim, whatever. You can still make a difference. I don't think you read me here.
Zarya 1, 1 HP.
Right one as well.
Can follow up.
Or maybe you did.
I'm gonna push her. First on Hansel. No, sorry, left. Can't really hit any of them.
5 HP, dude. I mean, she got hit by a Hanzo or something.
Tie ready?
Yeah, but it's fine. I know my team is winning this fight. Because, you know, Zarya was 1 HP, they had no healing. Rain was really low as well. There's no way they win him.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm gonna look for a graph.
Wait.
Top left.
Okay, let's see the Widow. Oh yeah, I'm asking where's the Widow.
They have graph for sure, so be careful.
Watch for Widow.
Okay, watch for Widow, because yeah, I saw her there. Because, you know, at this point in King's Row, there's only there's 3 ways she can be a threat. Either through the right side, left side, going on an elaborate flank right side, or when you're defending the kind of choke area and you don't play corners, she can be on the far top.
With Trines.
Widow top left.
So as Widow's top left, and she's watching, I have trends, and we're gonna very much need this. I'm not taking any chances. I'm not gonna go and start fighting her because I'm just endangering myself for no reason, and I'm very valuable this for my team right now. Wait, I did it again. Okay. So I'm just gonna spam from safety here. I'm gonna play the corner and be safe from Widow. Alright, and as I re-emerge when I know it's safe, because, you know, there was a grab, there was a dragon, and I know, okay, we won this fight. Nice.
Just follow up her.
Oh, nice.
Go towards her spawn,
Good luck. Thank you, Skara, for the coffee. But, you know, the condition for our team, even though we had grab on dragon combo, if your team was faster with some, like, damaging ultimates or whatever, I would have to go in with...
Don't have a flanker. You can just spam out.
It's just spam in general direction. But again, it's just, you always want to help your luck a little bit, and you just do that by keeping your crosshair at the headshot level.
You just still keep on spamming. Grants are close. Yeah, Shadow, watch out with it. I'm low.
You're taking a lot of...
Alright, yeah, the amount of times that Gadget was like one hit during these matches, it was crazy.
No bubble?
Yes, copy. Okay, I'm watching this because I know she's kind of maybe it would be too early for a respawn. I'm just shooting because I think that okay, if she's there, I'm just gonna create suppressed fire.
I'm Sonic, scare.
Widow top.
Okay, she's there, and I'm not risking it. I'm gonna move back, and I'm also right now I'm watching. As she appeared there, I know she just used grapple. But I want to be conscious and careful about this balcony, because this is the spot that the Widow take to just shoot over the shield. So I'm fighting this fight, I'm shooting, I'm using harmony and stuff. I'm keeping my eye on this all the time.
I've blocked for you.
And I want to play the corner in case there's like a grab or shatter. Oh, and there you go, there's the shatter, and I'm safe because I was playing the corner.
We got kind of shattered.
He's dead though, he's dead.
And look at Gadget again, like he was 1 HP the entire time.
I should be able to save you.
Oh, I was missing a lot of orbs right here, but you know, you just have to press shift or whatever button to the harmony repositions to the person you want it to.
Save you.
The dragoning, care.
Nah.
Probably the other.
Alright, so yeah, obviously I was tempted to do it. But I didn't know if Gadget is safe or no. Like if he takes this corner, whether the dragon will reach him or no. But I was like, okay, even if he's gonna die and we're still gonna be 5, it's still doable.
Probably the other.
And especially I knew that they have grab, obviously. And with dragon out of the way, I don't want to just throw my trance away. Yeah, it was stressful. It was very stressful. I didn't want to throw the trance away and just enabled them to have an easy graph and easy wipe because we just don't have anything to counter just the graph. So I was like, okay, even if Gadget dies, I'm fine with it. We can maybe win. And if not, then I think we're gonna have one more fight.
Shielding us, shielding us.
Oh, maybe not, the payload's too close, but whatever.
Shielding. Shield low, shield low.
Side of vision, Widow's on one.
Okay, so yeah, this is gonna be, this is cool.
Vision, Widow.
Widow, I heard Widow using the, what's it called, infrasight, top left, because you can just hear the sound where it comes from, and it came from top left, so she's there.
Vision, Widow's on
And look at my movement.
Need to get side.
Did you see this?
Need to get side. Need to get side.
Did you see the stop?
Side of vision, Widow's on one.
Because I know she's there. I know she's looking, and I know she's waiting for. She's seeing me charging the shot and going after her, and to kind of counteract this. And this is a way to fight against Widow in a situation in which you pick corner, and she has sight. You just move. I'm pressing A all the time right now, and I press D for a split second to stop and to break my momentum. Because she just works on a momentum right now. She is going to predict my movement pattern, and as I reappear, she's shooting. But if I stop right before like appearing and re-emerging, if I stop and I just move immediately afterwards, I just break her whole rhythm. Like, watch. Wait, no, move back.
Side of vision, Widow's on one. Widow's on left.
Need to get side. Need to get side.
Did you see the stop, the D for 1 second to just make me still? And she shoots, and she misses because I was just still for this split second when she was about to shoot. And because of it, I am able to just then, she just made her shot. And she's done right now because she's standing still, she's scoped in, and her damage percentage on the shot is 0. She can't kill me right now. And I have a charge shot ready. Like, this is in general how I fight Widows in these situations. You make this little dodge before reappearing.
Do you have bubble? Do you have bubble?
And it's risky, it's very risky, because if she kills me right now, we are done without Zenyatta, and she has free reign to just shoot my whole team from the back. But again, it's a chance you have to take. You can't I can't really go and try hiding somewhere, because she will still be there shooting at us. And that's what I'm saying. She would be just suffocating our entire team right now. And me knowing she's top left, I'm like, okay, this is on me right now to go and kill her.
Bubble, do you have bubble?
No.
Point. Get turret. Play turret call.
Alright.
I'm right.
So obviously, holding this trend for the graph, it paid off. Very unlucky by Tomahawk, because I know he wanted to pin Mercy, but he just pinned Zarya, and she was able to survive. If he pinned Mercy, that would be an entirely different fight.
I'm right.
Okay, now I just want to move back. And this time around, I don't want to split. I don't want to escape left side, even though Voidless is going there. I want to get here.
I got you.
Rain Discord.
And there we go. Rain Discord. That's all you have to say. And it's just staying.
I've got my ult though.
Zarya Discord, no bubble.
Back. The 4-second fight.
Yogar, you're right up
I'm almost back here. Genji. In the back.
Should I just use my ult?
Alright. Genji disclaimer.
Yogar, you're right up
I'm almost back.
So he burned his dash. He didn't kill anybody, which is cool. I know he doesn't have dash.
I'm almost back here.
That's first thing. Okay, Discord, and he's double jumping.
Genji.
So he's gonna do this, basically. And it doesn't guarantee you're gonna hit him every time, but it just makes it easier. You just know how he's gonna move for the next. So with this knowledge, just shoot. I know he has still deflect, so I just stop shooting because it's deflect. Actually, the second shot was risky because I would expect Genjis to already deflect after being shot the first time, but he didn't. The second shot went through. Now I'm just waiting 2 seconds. That's what deflect is.
Shall I just use my
And yeah. I mean, it looked easy, but you know how it is with Genji. It's usually not that easy. It was just lucky. Usually I miss. Usually I don't hit him when he's double jumping. Usually I shoot too early when the deflect's over and I get a headshot from him. But yeah, this is what you want to do. Just follow the pattern when he double jumps. Be aware of his cooldowns. And count 2 seconds when he deflects.
You were very out of position.
Yeah, I was.
And yeah, I want to play this corner right now.
Yeah, I was trapped there.
I'm gonna.
Or maybe this corner. Okay, because I think I noticed that the rain shield is more to the left. So I wanted to stay on the left.
Last moment.
Okay, so I know Ramsey is looking to kill me. I'm not a fan of taking this duel, but I have a big body in front of me, so I'm okay. Let's do it.
I have no shield. We need to fight.
Okay, we trade. She got some shots. I got some shots. And yeah, we need to deal with this Hanzo. He's a problem right now. If we let him be, it's gonna be troublesome. So obviously, I want to discard him. I want to start shooting him, and let's see how it develops. Like I hit some, I missed some.
Sorry.
Keep them back, thing is fine. We got it.
Okay, so whatever. I'm like, I didn't kill him. I'm not gonna linger to fight him because it's just asking to be killed. So noticing also, this is what you have to notice. That's what I noticed. A lot of good players in general, higher levels, do this, and I used to stick with those fights. I used to be like, okay, so now I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna charge my shot, and then I'm gonna reappear and gonna try to kill him. This is just wasting time. I had my window to kill him, I didn't, so screw it. I'm repositioning. He might have the Sonic on the door and would know exactly when I'm coming out. So again, it's just knowing when the opportunity is over. And it's over.
We got it.
I could have killed him, I didn't, whatever, let's move on. Nice.
Nice. Still got my ult left.
Okay, so if they have the Genji now?
Okay, so Genji is still alive.
No, he's top right. Okay, he's escaping.
Okay, but this is not gonna be the C9, I think. But this is, and this is very difficult. It's just like in general game knowledge stuff. As you're tracking the kill feed, you just have to count and see who may still be alive. But we're gonna get back to it soon.
Yeah, actually they...
Alright, and I'm ready. And again, I'm trying to play it fairly safe. I don't wanna show myself too much.
Actually they have it.
Like, I'm safe from this angle. I'm relatively safe from this angle. And I'm safe from the front because there's the whole team.
Are you ready for the combo?
Yeah, I got it.
Genji's in the brewery.
I'm not
Big combo?
Alright, so this is the combo, and I know he's there. I know he's not in a graph, right?
Nice, huge.
And okay, the team is like, let's push, and this is actually the charging rain that could have killed Ramsey.
Genji's still top right.
Problem.
Yeah, and I'm calling it. Genji's still top right.
Problems.
Got you.
Just spam out in base again. This come for sure. Maybe
Yeah,
even
we want
hunt
support
Zen
those.
here.
Watch for C9, I think Genji is still behind.
This come for sure. Maybe
Yeah,
even
we
hunt
want support
Zen
those.
here.
Watch for C9, I think Genji is still behind us.
Yeah.
There he goes. There's the C9.
He's on point, yeah.
You got it?
And Discords can help you with tracking these issues. Like if anybody's alive, and it's vital to do it when it's just they can push it for free if your team is careless. Because I've seen my share of Z9s. Like it's like this close, and the whole team is just okay. Let's push them, and then it's a C9 because somebody was left alive.
You got it?
He's low.
Player corner. Flip back.
I'm with you.
All right, and missing.
What
He's
else do
one?
they have?
He's out.
But whatever.
Genji ult, right? If Genji
Okay,
ult.
good. Back
No, I
to
don't
the
think
game.
so. I don't think so.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, and I wanna check the left side every now and then because that's where the Genji may come from. especially since that's where I last saw him. So before he'd be able to move all the way right side, that would take him way more. So it's way more plausible to come from the left. That's what I'm gonna keep an eye on.
They have 20 seconds.
But if the fight goes on, they
have
will.
shatter.
Genji step left. Okay. No bubble? Okay, so this is as the trance is there, and here's the payload. There is a possibility, like if I trance now and I go like this, it is possible that I'm gonna get stuck behind the payload or something, and nobody's gonna get healed because there won't be line of sight. Because, you know, the grab's there, payload's here, I may get stuck here, like on the payload. So in order to prevent it, I'm making a little like circle to avoid the payload. Oh, there you go. I kind of hit the railing to be sure that I'm not getting stuck on the payload, and then I join the rain.
They've shatter. They're gonna look for.
Like we had this last week with Kate, where she just got sucked behind the pillar, and the two tanks that were in front of the pillar didn't get healing because, you know, there was no line of sight.
Look for
And
it.
she couldn't move because, you know, she was grabbed.
For it here.
Yeah. Okay, so again, as I'm here, because this is the flank again, I can't move there. I just can't. Your whole team is this way. If I try to close this gap, there's no protection from me. I'm gonna die. So I have to retreat.
Nice huh?
Especially when I see Zen is shooting me. I'm like, holy smokes, it's time to run.
That's
I'm leaving my orb on somebody and I'm done. I'm away.
Genji dead.
Okay, the rain died, so no orb anymore.
sorry.
I'm shooting. Okay, so I see the Zen.
Sorry.
Very close. I'm hugging the wall and I'm escaping. I'm not fighting this because Ramsey is gonna kill me.
Sorry, one.
Still sorry.
Alright, and again, the same maneuver. Taking the health back,
People alive? Just spam
checking left, nobody's coming.
people alive?
It's just an exact carbon copy. Like, if I joined these two videos together, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference until I start shooting. Like, it's the same routine. I'm always checking this, and then I can. If I know it's safe, I'm gonna go.
Just spam sorry out. Don't play too close.
They killed it.
I vote for you, bubbling.
Okay, as Zen is ulting, she's not a target. Moira's ulting, but she's very difficult to hit, and even if I hit her, she's gonna heal. But I can't shoot Zen right now, so Moira's all I have.
Bubbling.
But as soon as Zen comes out of trance, I'm like, okay. And again, I can do this flank, because, okay, first, I was in a bad position because of the trance, because the trance was here. And as the trance ended, I have to escape this way because Genji Blade was there. So being here, being in this position, again, how can I maximize my impact in this instance? They have to flood the payload, otherwise they're gonna lose. So I'm just at the liberty. I can do, you know, possibilities and opportunities are on my side. They are forced to do one thing only, which is stay on the payload. I can do whatever I want. And for instance, like I can show you an entirely different map in which it works very well as well, doing stuff like this. If I can find the image. I can't find the image. Come on, man. Okay, let's say this one. So let's say you're attacking point B, and the payload's here. The enemy team has to contest, and what you can do is you can go through the bank and go high ground. And again, it's the same sort of situation. They can't do anything about it because they have to contest the point. And if they're gonna send somebody for you, they're not contesting the point. You're gonna win because you're gonna take the objective. And even if you die, then it's fine because you have the objective. And if you're here, it's easy money. You see everybody, you can heal everybody, you can discord shoot anybody you want, you can shoot at. And this is the general rule when it's a high pressure situation for one team. Like either the game is ending or there's almost the payload's almost, you know, at the check. You can take liberties then and just like go high ground on a little flank or something because the enemy team can't respond to it. And you're just providing this additional punch. Okay, so that was a quick disclaimer.
Ah, man.
Sorry, left in the corner.
And again, same with Cake and the fade. She's gonna fade behind safety. I'm ready for it. Okay, but right as the Tracer appears, she's no longer a threat to me. This is the threat, so I immediately gonna move the Discord.
Yeah, dead.
Nice one.
And okay, yeah, in a situation like this, when you zero ammunition and somebody is like 50 HP, just don't bother reloading, just melee. Just fucking kick them repeatedly. And yeah, that's gonna be it.
Nice one.
But yeah, like this is the idea about flanks. It's just knowing where you can afford it. And again, this was a forced flank that I didn't want to do it, but I just ended up here and I had to do it. But in the end, it's just knowing that I can, because they have to rush the payload and they just can't respond to it. So, you know, Niena, it's not like sometimes Osmosis Dave does when just the fight starts, it's the first fight of the match and he goes on like a semi flank. Because it's entirely different. If that was 99% for your team and 0% for the enemy team and they have to flood the point, then flanking is fine. Especially if it's kind of far off and they can't get to you immediately, then it's okay. Because you're just creating this nice crossfire.
Oh, nice one.
Man, this game is stressful for me. Oh my god.
I hope I'm keeping up somehow.
Yeah, and this is also when the fight is already over because you lost like 3 or 4 people and you're like nothing to lose, you know? You can either throw yourself on the cart to stall it for 1 second, or you can just do some stupid shit, go behind them, try to kill the support. And you know, it probably won't work anyway, but maybe this 1 out of 10 times it's gonna work and maybe it's gonna save you the point. In the end, it's just you're not losing anything. It's worth a try. It's worth a shot. Like, I don't think there's much here because, okay, just the first point, because then it's just a steamroll. I'm gonna stay on the payload and they're gonna use ultimates to kill you guys, but... Wait, is it? Okay, so this one. Hello? Video?
So when you're all across?
Please respond.
Go now, go now, go now.
Okay.
Lost shield.
Okay, I hear Hanzo left. He's in the hotel. And you know, I can't just be YOLO, I'm gonna join my team at all costs. I'm gonna be like, Hanzo's left, I need to be careful. And I want suppressive, oh there he is, I want suppressive fire. So he can just shoot me for free. That's right, alright, go in, I'm gonna... Because I like doing this. I didn't do this round because I knew it's like Hanzo there, but this is a very, very sneaky good attack route for Zen. Because if you stay here, you can see all the way through the huge archway. Wait, let me bring up the static image, King's Row. Man, there's no proper image of the first point. What is this? Okay, let's use this one. So if you're right there in the doorway, you can see through these doors. And as we saw, usually support play around the arc. And their attention is here, like here. And you can just pop with your charge shot, and you know, just one shot. Just shoot once and then move back to your team. But you have an opportunity to just kill a support, kill a Mercy, maybe kill a Zen, and and they won't really be able to respond because by the time they see you, you're gonna be already gone. So this is a nice sneaky kind of way to get maybe an additional pick on the King's Row as Zen. And I'm thinking about it right now, but I know it's Hanzo there.
I have low shield.
Am I charged?
I need to hide there.
Rain Discord, get him.
Shield, no shield.
And as I'm shooting, I'm just spamming. I'm constantly keeping an eye here. Because I know that Hanzo was there, and he'll probably be here again. There you go.
Hands on the left. Hands on the left. Hotel.
Okay, so now as I see my Zarya just going there, I'm confident that, okay, I have my backup, let's go in.
I'm going here,
Okay, but she's out. She's out right now, and if she's out, I have to... But, oh, there you go, this is the spot. That's Cake, that's Ramsey. if I had charged shot right now, I would just shoot into them. It's actually quite an easy shot. And then immediately retreat. But now as Zarya escaped, because we were just chasing Hanzo, as she escapes, I'm escaping as well.
Bubbling you, bubbling
I'm
you.
like, oh, okay.
Zarya low, on
No
point.
shield, no shield.
Zarya 1 HP, on point. Rain.
Alright, and this is again, I rotated, and I want to move around the, I want to play around the car. The car is cool, because I see everything, and I have cover. It's not the best cover, but it works. You don't have anybody here, nor here, so I can stay here.
Rain
Right,
Discord.
right.
Behind you, behind you, behind you.
Okay, I saw Hanzo, I just look.
Behind you, behind you, behind you.
And this is a tough spot, this is when I'm gonna die, but
3-1.
yeah, because I knew this Hanzo was going for Mercy. I just wanted to deal with him, even though I left the safety of the car, and I exposed it myself, and Ramsey took advantage. Very nice shooting from her. But I'm fine with that. We killed Hanzo, we securing kills, that's good.
3-1.
They've got Hans 2 now.
Mercy.
Very nice shooting.
Mercy 1. Okay, get sorry. I'm low. Get sorry.
I actually may have just stayed near the car and tried to deal with Hanzo from there, but
Get sorry.
I don't know if I would. Maybe I would, maybe not. Still, actually playing around the car would be safer. Then again, there was rain in that area, so I just wanted to rotate to the statue again, but then there was Hanzo.
Grabbing them.
Nice ulti.
I don't think that's for this.
Okay, so as the cleanup phase begins, because you know the whole team died here, I'm just immediately moving here to secure some kills. I actually didn't know that he switched to Widow,
There's a widow.
Yeah,
so
they're
it comes to me as a surprise,
Spray point.
and I'm like, okay.
Okay, he's in the back.
I've got my ultimate.
Okay, I put pressure on him, and now as he goes for the mega health pack, because obviously that's what he'll do since he's 6 HP, I'm gonna try to predict and shoot through this little slit. Oh, come on, dude. And get a pick as he comes out.
Bubblegum.
I'll use it now.
Nice.
Nice.
But it didn't happen. But that's okay.
This can push up a bit. So,
It was a good try. Okay, I guess now I'm just sitting on a payload,
Dead. Widow's dead.
Okay, you.
providing heals.
3 dead.
I think nothing really of note will happen.
Your boat low, your boat low.
One low.
Go free. No mercy.
Yeah, in this case, I just don't want to sit on the payload. If I can leave it for 1 or 2 seconds to provide an orb to somebody, then by all means. Like, the payload is gonna be fine, but your people may not. So sometimes, you know, it's okay to leave it,
Left side.
heal somebody.
Middle. Nice.
But yeah, you know, like right here, this is just all them doing work.
Swan.
Holy shit.
I'm close to
Okay,
you.
I want to see this. Because, yeah, that was brutal.
Holy shit.
I'm close to a new grab. They should have grab now.
Yeah, I have transfer.
Okay, but at this point, you know, we just have such an ultimate bank. I have trance, we have Grav again with the barrage.
Yep. Sure have it.
It's just nothing can go wrong here, to be honest. Okay, 70 for barrage.
Might as well use my dragon.
Damn it.
Shattered. Only got 2.
Okay, so I'm moving this way because, again, they're gonna be flooding the payload at that point. They have to do this, and I just wanna create a crossfire. Like, they're gonna be shot from this area and this area at once. And it's very deadly when you do a thing like this. It was kind of risky and lucky at the same time because McCree was using Deadeye. Like, Leroy was using Deadeye, and I was like, I think I'm gonna die now when I heard that it's high noon. But hopefully, fortunately, I didn't.
Nope.
So yeah, now we're in a position to create some nice pressure.
No, it's
I'm
okay.
missing.
Still not using trends because look, we still have 4 minutes. It was a Deadeye, so they would probably die anyway. So I was like, even if we lose this fight, even if they hold for miraculously, we'll be able to come back with trends and have a very strong push anyway. And I wouldn't be able to save them through the Deadeye. I would buy them some maybe to retreat, but I doubt they'd survive.
Widow's dead.
You're 1 up.
And still, we still have an advantage. when it comes to
One up.
people
You're two up.
on the point. Because yeah, I think it was only McCree and Zenyatta. So
Yeah, soft green.
Play free and point. Play free and point. You can get it.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, we've got this.
All right, that's it. Man, it's taking too much time. Change video. So I don't know. I think we'll actually finish here. At least not 3 hours. Well, to be fair, it was supposed to be like 3 matches. So that's a lot of matches. But I just want to, for reference, maybe not go through the whole, where is it here? Not go through the whole match, the Oasis match, but just show you the very huge mistake that I made on this one.
We were born ready.
And it's a huge mistake for just one reason, actually for 2, but only one matters.
They can take the heat.
And this one reason is, I told them my team on this map, this point. Wait, it's rendering for me. Yeah, it's almost 2 hours now.
Go back away, go back.
I told my team on this map, I still think I'm about to tell them, but I told them I'm not gonna trance when Zarya is gonna use grab. So we had this established as a team.
Go back
So
away,
moving
go back.
forward, stuff's happening. Okay, so I have this trance ready.
Look, I'm not gonna trance in the grab, okay?
There we go. I actually just rewinded for you to hear it. Okay, so this is again, I just rotated right to see if I can get some shots. I got hit by Hanzo, I immediately retreat. I'm not gonna stay there, try to fight him, just no point. Especially that I have trance. I wanna stay safe.
Dragon. Gonna grab.
Again, this dragon was missed again. Like, it kinda touched you a little bit, but dragon has these kinda 2 channels. Like, there are 2 dragons, each of them deals damage. If you're in the middle of them, 2 of them will deal damage. If you're on the side of them, only 1 of them will deal damage. So that's why you were able to survive through it.
Oh, fuck, man. Sorry, I fucked up.
Okay. That's an optimistic shatter.
How did they live through that? I damage boosted the...
Okay.
Dragon miss.
This is like a very common maneuver when somebody's chasing you through the corner.
How did they live through...
You just, okay, so I know this Zarya is gonna be on my ass. So I'm gonna move, hide, I'm charging,
Dragon miss.
take this little, protection for an additional orb.
Dragon miss.
Dragon miss.
And then,
really?
yeah, but Niana, he missed like 3 dragons total during these games. I think on the last map he finally hit one, but 25 accuracy with your dragons, that's pretty low.
Why are they high nooning?
Okay, so here my team is dead. I can't escape because I'm here. So I'm gonna try to get a value. I'm gonna try to kill Zarya.
Just back off. All the way.
Okay, Scruty, hide.
She was this much HP. If I was a bit better, I would hit this shot and she would die, but I missed.
I couldn't hide, couldn't escape.
Okay.
Sure. We're so far in the back.
Okay, so this is the Ramsey duel. Like, she's pressuring me. I'm gonna take a health pack, and I'm like, okay, I see you, Ramsey. I see you there.
2 seconds, ice bubble, you can rest.
Suppressing fire. I'm ready for you. And there you are.
Okay, go for it now.
I got a headshot, and and this is...
They're going for combo.
I killed Ramsey here, and I literally remember this. I killed her, and I got excited. And I was like, oh man, I killed Zen, and I'm gonna save my team with Trent. And I went and trans in the graph like a dumbo. Like, look at this. What is this trend? It's terrible. It's an awful play.
I got tempted,
But
I'm sorry.
it's not even an awful play because I did it. It's an awful play because I told them that I'm not gonna trans, and I did. And this is what makes it absolutely terrible. Because once you establish something with your team, it's written in stone. It stays. And even if it doesn't work in the end, it doesn't matter because you executed your plan. And it's especially important in team play. Like when you establish something, you have a strategy and an idea, you stick with it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But you don't just break your plan and do stupid shit like this. This is terrible.
Sorry.
And I just lost the map for my team. Because if I just allowed the team wipe, we'd be able to come back with the trends and possibly retake the point. But instead, like, and this is good, because this is the attempt to retake it. Like, Gadget's low. We're just trying to get on the point, but we kind of can, because we're getting zoned out. And if I had trends here, I would just go in, help him, and we just move in full force. So that was an absolutely terrible play. And I cannot stress this enough. That awful. I lost us this map. Yeah, and then we don't get on the point. And it's not even a Z9 kinda because we all died anyway, so whatever.
Now back to Mirrors again.
I'm not fine to say no.
Alright, so yeah, I moved back a little bit. It's just for safety reasons, because I want to have Rain in front of me. So even if he gets shot, oh man, I missed again. If he gets shot, then I won't. So you never want to be first as Zen. It applies for leaving spawn as well. I never leave spawn first. I always wait till people go out. It costs me 1 second, but I'm sure I'm not gonna die to Fire Strike, Mara Rocket, or Junkrat spam. It's just just don't want to take that chance.
Okay, I'll go back then.
And yeah, and now as I move, look, I'm moving precisely behind my Rain. Like, they body blocking me right now.
We're already half? Yeah. Oh, can't. Swim out and
Yeah, just checking left side. Is somebody's cheeky?
then go to point. Yeah, go point.
Sorry, Discord. But yeah, also all this time, all this shooting is just, a very narrow kind of corridor. You didn't orb Rain? Wait, let me see. Let me see. Because I think he had orb, and then he has orb now. Then I switched it.
Okay, I'll go back then.
I don't know, I just switched to Zarya. I don't know why.
Yeah. Can't.
And I don't know why I'm not orbing him here. Okay, I'm orbing him now. Yeah, but I should have orbed him earlier. I don't know why I switched, to be honest. No idea.
Out and then go to point. Yeah, go point.
Sorry, Discord? Because, and it's funny, because I'm usually trying to be... Yeah, exactly. I really like to orb Rain when the fight begins, because I know he's the first to take damage, but for some reason I switched orb from him. I don't know why. Sorry, half. Sorry, no bubble. And also, here my comms is just really quick and concise. Zarya Discord, Zarya half, Zarya no bubble. Like, even if my whole team was talking, I'm not clattering anything. It's just I spoke 6 words total, and I conveyed that Zarya is discorded, she's low HP, and she has no bubble.
Zarya low, get.
I also like when you're trying to establish point presence, I like to play around this. Because, it can shield you from all directions, basically. It can shield you from here, it can shield you from here if you move around it, so yeah. But now, as I saw, like a double threat, like some of them are here, some of them are here, I decided to move back.
Oh my god, you're all low, I can't.
Messy's low.
We're in Discord. Rain 1 HP.
I'm getting rest.
And this is gonna be extremely funny right now.
I'm getting rest. Yeah. Right there on the
You hear Hans, alright? He's right here.
on the right.
Nice.
I'm like, oh shit. Okay, he hit me once, so I escaped. And I am just... Thank you. Yeah, I should have called it, yes. I should have called it. That Hans was on me.
Come back.
But I was just too focused on evading him.
Come back.
Yeah, I'm on point.
I got soldier now.
Just build the graph, go for that.
Okay, I vote.
I'm low shield, go back fight.
Okay,
Yeah, McCree switch to soldier.
okay.
But yeah, I was sure that, we won that fight, so I was sure that somebody will kill him very quickly.
Okay, good to know. I'm at 80 for grab. They're gonna
Alright, just prediction chat. No on the targets.
Discord? No bubble?
Feels like it's like...
Soldier's almost down.
I'm one.
Oh, I got picked off, sorry.
Blade long fight.
Yeah, that was the shot.
Blade long fight, Please play back. Give him space.
So yeah, and now I'm tempted to use this. But again, why would I? And I think Void is gonna ask, or Gadget's gonna ask whether we have the combo. Because if we have the combo, we can win this. But if he's asking if we have the combo, then we probably don't, because he's not sure whether we have it or no. So I'm just waiting for this info, whether we have the combo, but it never comes. And so I'm holding this. I don't want to do it because look, we have no main heals, we have no main damage. And they are 6 and we are 4. And when I'm gonna be transit, we're actually 3 because I can't deal any damage. So yeah, sure, we're gonna survive 6 seconds, but then they're gonna kill us anyway.
Give him space all the time.
Do we have dragon ready here?
Don't.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the question. Do we have dragon? But it's too late for me.
Don't.
90%.
Yeah, but it's 90%, so we would probably establish it before the fight. But I just didn't want to YOLO with trance. I just thought, I looked at the percentage, I saw we at 50, and I'm like, fine, we can give it to them we can flip it and come back with trance, have a strong push, especially knowing that the grab is gonna be coming.
No else.
And yeah, and you have no mercy. So yeah, this changes my objective from not trancing in graph to absolute trancing in graph. Because as soon as you see they have no mercy, this is your main objective with trance. You just wait for the graph and nothing else.
Okay.
So actually, I redeemed myself here for that terrible play from the previous round.
No,
Just graph dragon.
Because I was really tempted to use Transcendent in that last fight.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
they do.
Yeah, and they do as well.
They do, but just damage boost with the Hanzo and I'll just swing in it.
I'm just looking for picks.
We even got a Pharah to just spam. There's no way.
Ult's red.
Yeah, this is like Hanzo or Pharah or Widow. This is prime spot for them as you approach. So I don't even know he's there, but I'm already pre-aiming and pre-charging because chances are somebody's there. So yeah.
Ult's ready.
Good
Nice
soldier ready? Going in hard? The right now?
All right. So and again, I'm gonna kind of separate myself from this corner by moving slightly right, by pressing D. And this way, I'm sure that I'm not gonna get sucked here, because if I do, they all die. So this is also again, because it was twice in those 2 matches. If I just YOLO'd with trance as quickly as possible, shortest route, I would probably get stuck behind a wall and wouldn't be able to save them. So it's important to realize it and kind of, you're super fast when you use trance. So you can spare this half a second to just make avoid the corner.
Huge.
Yeah, that was huge.
Sorry, Discord?
Nice. Sorry.
Potato aim.
Okay.
I can see you.
Our dragon missed again, by the way.
Yep.
Yeah, he missed the dragon again, by the way. So that's the 3rd dragon officially.
Unlucky, dude. We won the fight.
We still have Falcon.
Okay, that's actually huge. They also use trans, right?
Yes.
Yeah. They use like 2 or 3 ults, honestly.
They use Graph Dragon.
Graph Dragon, Ryan,
Alright, so at first I'm a little bit aggressive because I know they respawn in. Maybe I'm gonna get a pick, but as they're gonna come in full force, with 6, I'm just gonna move back.
trans. I'm going back, I have no shield.
Yeah, I see Ramsey shooting, I'm not taking this chance, I'm gonna shoot quickly and just escape.
They still have
Rain on the left.
Rain Discord there?
I mean, yeah, no doubt, Niena, no doubt. And yeah, okay, so as I see they made a left side rotation, I wanna match it. I wanna be here with this protecting me.
On the right, on the right. On the Sawyer, on the Sawyer.
Or below.
Still Sawyer, still Sawyer. Sorry, right.
And you know, this is just playing the corners. This is what I always talk about. Like, I took some damage from Soldier, I think, and I immediately hid here. I waited a little bit, reloaded, and then I just very quick, as fast as possible to this corner. And during this rotation, I can shoot.
Still Sawyer.
I'm gonna kill Cake.
Still Sawyer.
And again, back to safety. They can't do anything. It was just such a short period that even if Soldier shot a perfect helix and I would get it in my face, I would still be alive.
Sorry, right.
And now, as you know, the fight is pretty much over, I know I can just move.
Push him up actually. 85.
Ramsey alone?
Don't think there's a chance.
Yeah, and you know, Ramsey alone. Ramsey shouldn't be there. Ramsey should escape. Or just YOLO and die. Because this was, you just staggered yourself here, Ramsey. Unlucky.
Push me towards space.
Alright, I think that's gonna be over. So yeah, now I'm just pushing forward. I wanna build the trends. If we need it, we don't, but I just wanna have it. And Rain is abandoning me, and I'm like, just pre-shooting, because I thought somebody's going there. And here I'm just gonna stay and occupy them, even though I shouldn't be fighting this. Like, not at all, this is not in my favor. I just wanna buy time. I wanna make them stay here for a while to kill me. So they can touch. And yeah, and Hentai is just wasting time shooting me. He can't sprint to point because he's shooting me. Alright, this is the map. It's alright, no, it's okay, they can touch.
You should play to the
Yeah.
Who is firing fireworks in June?
Holy shit. What the fuck, boy?
Okay, so with Farah Mercy, I'm not concerned about it. I'm not concerned about Farah. Unless she's like really low, then yes. But in general, no.
They're right.
And here, like as I said earlier, I'm a little bit confused. Why are we going there? I wanna orb Mercy now, but Mercy escaped.
They do have it.
Okay, and now I realize that we are setting here, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna move there as well.
That's fine.
Yeah, I was confused. You don't see this. You just don't see this strat happening very often.
Yeah, it's a soldier.
And I'm okay. I guess and at this point I'm like, okay, I think I'm gonna stay here. Like, I have the covers. I have Mega Health Pack behind me. I can see through this thing. And yeah, let's see just what's gonna happen. Like, we have point presence. They have to come to us.
On the Ryan.
Okay, Rain died. Unlucky.
That's the Ryan down.
Sorry.
Mara 1 HP, discorded. No. Yeah, this was, quite some time before I healed somebody. Could have been quicker with it. But actually, this orb was pretty clutch because look at his health pool. No shift.
Going rest?
Like, if not for this orb, he would die. So that was actually, quite insane. And yeah, and right now, look, this fight is over. We won. And I'm just gonna try to catch people unawares by rotating left. Terrible misses, but it happens, But I'm sure that, okay, I can miss it. I can whiff these shots because we already won the fight.
Soldier Discord? He's discorded?
Okay, so I know, so the only way for the soldier to survive is to sprint through the little room. I'm gonna be ready. And I kind of miscalculated. Because with Soldier it's trickier because he's the only hero with sprint. So he moves at a unique speed for him. So it's always a bit more confusing with Soldier than other heroes because it's just harder to calculate when exactly will he run. So I missed. I could have killed him, I missed, but I missed.
God damn it.
But it's fine.
No, literally.
I got some ult charm, which is all I want.
So just on the left side?
Because this is always an objective for me. I want to get my ult as quickly as possible. I want to maximize the opportunities I have to get it.
Just on the left side.
And you know, this running soldier was one of these opportunities. Even if I don't kill him, even if I just get 2 shots in, it will still boost my rate.
On the left side.
I have Valk, pretty much.
Just spam, just spam.
Alright, just check in there the left side for soldier flank or whatever.
Anyway. Okay, I need to go back.
I'm 86.
I can Valk. I'm gonna Valk.
Alright, yeah, I switched the orb to Zarya or whoever, but as I saw Moira and our rain being low, I actually made this extra effort to relocate the orb back on rain, because probably Moira will just try to kill him.
I'm gonna Valk, sorry.
Go find a close corner.
And again, I'm tempted right now, because they coming in with ultimates. Rain as critical.
Close corner.
Rain Discord.
Tempted.
Ult's ready.
But okay, this is resolving the fight.
Ult's ready.
That's it.
Huge.
Nice.
I'm gonna rush the rain.
Ooh, I bubbled you just in time, my dog.
You did. Got me like 2 extra kills for it.
I've no shot.
But again, my objective, knowing they don't have a mercy, my objective is holding it for the for the grab. And even if we're in like in a dire situation, I'm still gonna hold it, because that's my objective. It's like, you know, imagine you have a quest, you play an RPG and you have a quest, and the quest says trans in the grab. That's what you have to do, that's your quest.
No shield.
That's a wasted shatter.
I stole
That is a wasted shatter.
stole a kill. Moira's alright.
Moira.
Right, I tried to chase Moira, she escaped. But yeah, now we're just pushing up. There's nothing's really gonna be happening right now.
Soldier ult for sure.
And still,
What else do they have?
you know, and this is exactly, if I wasn't disciplined enough and I used trance back then, we're 80, but they coming in with the grab, and we don't have trance, and we just give the pop to them for free. And we probably will be able to retake it, but why retake it if you can go all the way?
They use Moira, they use Shadow.
They should be close to the grab.
Come back.
And again, I'm not taking any chances. I'm not spamming right now, because why would I? Maybe I would get a pick, but that's unlikely. I don't need ult charge anymore because I sit on a trance. So I'm gonna play back. I'm gonna try to play it safe.
Come back.
Because, you know, I can't die right now. This is, you know, remember our RPG quest? Grab, trance in the graph? Like, now I have a sub quest, and that's don't die right now. Because you're important.
Yeah,
right in someone's health. Got
They've
extra done
combo. They've
They
combo
just
inside.
shatter.
And I don't know why I'm doing this. This is a bad play right here.
They've combo inside. That's the only thing they have, I think.
Yep, they have combo for sure.
Yeah.
And this is a weird graph. It's kind of, you know, I think I'm the only person in the graph right now. So that's why I'm not using it yet. I'm like, well, okay, it's just me. Fuck it then.
Yeah.
But then as people get sucked, I hear Hanzo ult. I'm like, okay, now's the time. But as I said that it's late, like, look at the delay between the graph and the dragon. Like, the dragon hasn't even hit us yet. And the graph is about to end. And even though Adele was boosted by Mercy, like damage boosted, we were still able to escape in time because the dragon was late. But look at Rain's health. Oh, okay, that's the enemy Rain, whatever. Look at our Rain's health. Or yeah, that's dangerously close. Even though the dragon was very late, it still almost killed us.
Get right.
And okay, so now as I hear Rain's here, it's just messy right now, but they have to do it. I hear Soldier ulting, so I want to escape to safety. I don't want to stay on point.
Get right. All the way in the back.
And as I'm escaping to safety, I see Zarya.
Got him, got Soldier.
And I want to help Zarya, so that was my initial thought. I'm just gonna try to keep Zarya alive. So that's why I'm rotating this side. I don't look right, because I know nobody's coming, because you went in 6th, and then even when some of you died, it's a very fresh kill, so they won't be coming. So I don't need to worry myself about right side.
I've got my ult
And then I just make the little flank again. I kill this Zarya, and I fight Ramsey right now.
I'm gonna go for a.
And the infamous jump. And look, it's a very like also a split second thingy when she jumps, but it's just instinctively it makes me aim up, because that's where she's gonna be, right?
Got the mercy.
I'm gonna go for a.
Hands on the right.
No Zarya, no.
And if really like look at this, if she just pressed like was just AD in, and she was doing this on the ground, I probably would miss at some point, but I hit every shot here. And the last 2 shots were very easy because she jumped.
Hands on the right.
No Zarya, no. Vulnerable, just right.
But you know, I did what I wanted to do. This is a trade I'm willing to make. And again, they have to flood the point, they have to stay on it, so I can just move from behind. I caught Zarya absolutely unaware of me. Like before Krill realized that I'm shooting him, he was already like 100 HP. And then it's just move on to the next target. And still, that's a win. Even if Ramsey killed me, that would still be kind of... Okay, hello Argo. I'm about to finish.
Cool.
That would still be kind of okay. Maybe we'd lose it, maybe not, but that was still the flank that's acceptable because you're winning. The enemy team has to be desperate. They have to be on the point, and they can't just, you know. And again, Tomahawk have to move to turn his back for this little while, and it counts for something. My team can shoot him right then. So anyway, in the end, they clean it up.
I still got you.
So this is it.
Nice.
So this is how I play the game, I guess. Yeah, no, I think, you know, watching it back, I think there were many, many moments in which I could have made a bad play. And there was this one moment that I did a absolutely terrible play, and the whole team paid the price. But so that's why I always say it's important to stay disciplined. When you have an idea, when you have a quest, you stick to it. And you don't go for and you don't break this promise that you know you're not gonna transcend the graph. If you said it, don't transcend the graph, period. So yeah, I think this is it. Any questions?
Scruty, you gave us so much information.
Did I now?
Yeah, like a ton of information. Like my brain is filled right now.
That's good. That's the point, I guess.
Blasky's been taking in a lot of information today.
How am I doing? I'm doing fine, and I'm actually, Argyle is gonna take over now with Ramsey, and I'm gonna go make pizza, and Skyra is gonna film it, and then I'm gonna put it together and I'm gonna upload it.
Really?
Right, awesome.
So you're gonna get a recipe how to do a very, very tasty pizza.